You're listening to Tutor Time with Mallory, and now for your host, Mallory Latouche.
And welcome back to Tutor Time with Mallory. Today I had the honor of interviewing Miss Julie West. How are you today, Julie?
I am great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. What is your education background?
Well, I started my education at Illinois State University, and I was pursuing my degree with a bachelor's in biology. I completed that degree. I moved to North Carolina, completed that degree at East Carolina. When I completed that degree, I was really uncertain as to exactly what path I wanted to follow. And I took on, kind of by accident, I filled in for a biology teacher that had left middle of the year. And it turned out that that was truly my calling, and I fell in love with it. So I went back to school, got my teacher certification in secondary science. I then went on to become certified in academically and intellectually gifted. And from there, I received a certification in teacher mentoring. And then finally, my latest venture was I did go back to school and obtain my master's in school administration with an area certification in curriculum and instruction.
What inspired you to want to work in this school or education system?
Initially, my inspiration was truly a love for my subject, because I love biology and I love science, but especially I love biology. And so initially the subject was what drew me to the field, but I hadn't been in it very long when I quickly learned that it was the kids. And I'm 28 and a half years in, and I will say a million times over, the students, the kids, they are my joy. When I'm in the classroom with them, even though I'm actually a principal and an administrator, you know, my joy is still being in the classroom, no matter what grade level.
How has your career path led you to where you are now?
Well, I would say that first of all, every single year that I have been a part of the educational system, I have embraced opportunities for growth and trying to become a stronger, better educator, more well-rounded. I've had the privilege of having some great mentors along the way. I'm always give a shout out to Miss Debbie Daniels. She coached me through my very first years of teaching. I've worked with some wonderful colleagues and some great administrators. And through their feedback, they have really encouraged me not only to continue to grow as a teacher, but also to go on and ultimately pursue my degree in administration. And so, that's kind of led me to where I am. I can tell you that, there is a lot of just internal motivation. That's just who I am. And I have a strong desire to be that lifelong learner. I have that growth mindset. It really is about helping students and about giving back to the future of, in this case, Wayne County Public Schools. And hopefully I've had opportunities to contribute at the state level. So hopefully to the state in some capacity.
What are some of your fondest memories working at Northeast Elementary?
Well, I will be honest with you. My greatest, I guess, feeling or memory overall is just what a tight-knit family we are here. Whether we're talking about, the students, the parents, the staff, whatever, we are very, very tightly knit. And so I have a lot of precious memories. One of them is certainly when I have little faces pressing against the glass on my door with a book in their hand and, wanting to come read to me or, to share some accomplishment that they have made. I think back to this past year and a little girl who was in third grade and had taken a test on the bones, and she was so proud to share with me, her score and what she had learned, and wanted to point out where the different bones were on my body. So, again, seeing the joy in their learning is so very gratifying. One other thing that I will say, I had the privilege of the staff threw a celebration in my honor this past year, and even through the COVID restrictions, the thought and planning that went into that and the meaningful, I guess, mementos that were given to me is something that I will never forget. So that in itself is going to be something that I will always cherish.
What is something you learned about your career path that you didn't know before?
Probably just how time consuming the field of education is. I will not say that I.
Thank you for watching Tutor Time with Mallory. You can find her on the following social media platforms and contact her for interviews.